Have you ever started a new fitness program and you've been so excited? You start by meal prepping for your whole week, and then you get all your workouts in plus your extra cardio and you feel on top of the world. And then life hits and it starts getting harder because you start losing motivation. So you let one or two things slip till all of a sudden you just throw in the towel and feel like a failure. I get it. It's actually a very rainy day today. I just want to be in the covers and just be lazy and be cozy. You are not alone. In fact, this happens to most people in their life. So how do you overcome it? You have to have a strong enough why. This doesn't just apply to fitness. It actually applies to everything in your life. Motherhood, career, your fitness, your relationships. Anything that you put time and effort into usually has a deep-rooted why behind it, and that's what your driver is. So what is your driver? What's the motivation behind that behavior or action? Believe me, it is a lot deeper than just getting a six-pack. So stick with me as we help find your why again. First, let's talk about connecting to your deeper why. When we're connected to a deeper why, we're able to push through the lack of motivation, and we actually have to rely on discipline. Because we have a bigger vision or we have a true value tied to a specific habit, that's what makes you truly successful. For example, my why to work out every day is that I have found I'm more productive. I'm a happier person. I'm more patient with my children. I have more energy. I sleep better. I have more confidence. I get endorphins. I feel proud of myself. So because I know that that's how working out makes me feel, I will never lose my relationship with working out. I know the value that it brings to my life. So no matter how busy I am, no matter what I've been doing in the day or what's going on in my life, I will always make time to work out because it's important to me. And we make time for the things that are important. The same goes for work. Why do you hustle every day to provide for your family? And why are you working so hard day in and day out? So for me, it's the women that I get to help. I truly believe that I'm helping to change lives, and that's important for me. That's a core belief system that I hold for myself. And no matter how hard it gets with work or how burnout I am, I can always find peace and joy in my decision because my values align with my actions of my job. I'm going to focus on health and fitness because that's my forte, but you really can apply this to any area of your life. So how do you find your why? First, you have to know what you value in life. Is it your health, energy, relationships? Like, what is that main driver in your life? Do you want to be healthy so that you can have fun with your kids? Is it important for you to feel confident? Do you want to feel healthier mentally? Like, what is your main driver? I will say that it can also change depending on what season of life you're in, and that's okay. When I was a new mom, my motivators were very different than they are now. I just wanted to survive day to day. For example, right now in my third trimester of pregnancy, my why is going to be very different than it was before. When I wanted to feel like an athlete, right now I'm focusing on having a healthy pregnancy, right? So it's going to change with the season of life you're in. One more thing that will play a factor is your personality type and your Enneagram number. So we all have a basic motivator and a basic fear in life, and we are driven by those to create habits and create actions in our life. If you don't know much about the Enneagram, there are 9 specific personality types. You can always take a test online. I will link it in the description below if you would like to take a test and figure out what you are. But just to give you a little idea of what I'm talking about, an Enneagram 3 will be really motivated to look good because physical appearance is very important to them. And they can be a little vain, not in a bad way, but they like to look good. So maybe having a six-pack is a real motivator for them. Whereas a 7, like me, might be motivated by fun. So they want to be healthy because they like to have adventures and be playful and have energy to get the most out of life. A 2 is motivated to help others and is a nurturer. So maybe they're motivated to be healthy so that they can help their loved ones or be an energetic mother. So you get my point. It's important to identify your personality so you can hone in on what drives you and then connect your why to that. Because for me, getting a six-pack isn't enough to keep me motivated. I don't care enough about that for it to push me. So I want you to do some homework. You are going to try and identify what your main driver is in life and attach a why to that for your fitness and health. Write it down and then tape it to your mirror. And if you want to go one step further, you can meditate on it for 5 minutes a day and visualize the type of person you are and why you put your health and your nutrition as a priority. How does it make you feel? How do you act? What emotions are present? Visualize being that person and let it sink in until you become that person. You can do this. You are a lot stronger than you think. You just have to have the right tools and the support system to get you there. Something that's interesting in my personal training style is I actually have all of my clients take the Enneagram test, so I know what their motivators are and what their fears are, and I can coach them specific to their personality, and it is a game changer. So if you're interested, take the quiz, and if you want to train with me, you can always sign up for my 8-week training program. The link is also in the description. If you liked this video, check out my next video, which is a 10-minute body weight workout when you can't make it to the gym. I'm BodyByBree. Thank you for joining me to create the healthiest, happiest version of yourself, and I will see you back here next time.